Show me your hands.
Police emergency.
Bring it down.
Stop, stop. Blue lights, what do they mean? Relax, brother.
Not what normal 22-year-olds see.
What's out here, boy?
That's not very nice.
Wasn't expecting that.
I don't know whether he's armed or anything.
Friday night. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Hey! Go, boy!
Control at November Echo for Golf, late shift, man.
Control to November Lima 4-3, Heather.
Saturday night. Let's make it a good one. Let's go. My favourite car, hands down, is this car. It's just it's a Gucci-looking vehicle, isn't it? Yeah. Proper Gucci.
Black.
Let's clear the flat here.
Yeah.
We've got the match on. Do you think we could just sit here and watch the match?
Yeah, go on.
There, look, on the right.
Callum and me, we love crewing up together. Being double crewed and going out together is our idea of a good laugh. It's good fun to be with your best mate. On a Friday, Saturday night, going out in a car, chasing down the criminals.
Control out to all mobiles, grade 1, assaulted a male in the centre of her.
Yeah, that's monitored. We're about a minute away.
So we've just had a report that a male's been knocked unconscious at one of the bars down here outside.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I've got something. 1-0, that's monitored. I'm still on his own right, but you know.
Hello, mate, put your hands out to the side for me.
Mate, you're under arrest, suspicion of ABH at the minute, OK?
I got jumped by 4 lads. I was trapped down, and then 2 lads come up. Bang, bang, bang. I'm not going to kick on.
I know. Just listen to me. Intoxicated people are difficult to manage. They're very, very unpredictable, and you just never know when they're going to switch to screaming their head off and throwing punches. So you definitely need eyes in the back of your head. Just stop shouting for us. Stop shouting.
I just think I'm going to
When I'm not at work, I am a DJ. You're talking to people that are drunk, you're dealing with people that are drunk, you've got someone requesting Mamma Mia constantly. Bring your voice down. That, coupled with your training, always given me the experience to be able to deal with the majority of the people that we do deal with.
talk to me nicely. I'll get the car.
Right. Lower your voice and get in that car, right? Get in the car.
What are you going to do? Pussy boy!
Roll it over if you can.
Pussy boy! Calm down!
Something to it.
I want to go home.
So, male's been arrested at the moment for assault, and obviously he's gone from here to through the roof, so very agitated. So he's getting him under control, getting him in the van, and we'll be taking him to custody. Whilst we're waiting, some other bloke turns up, starts kicking off.
Hey, listen, yeah? These boys here to the left.
Panic, split-second reaction, just ran at him and grabbed him as quick as I could. And at that point, he's turned around and tried to headbutt me. He's going to try and kick me, he's going to try and punch me. He was clearly going to assault officers, so we had to get him under control.
Hey, under arrest.
Calm down. As much as I tend to go for the good cop approach, I had to get the tiger out of the bag and get him on the floor as quick as I could. He needed containing.
Calm down.
The tiger out of the bag is having to unleash your aggression and be the bad cop. Sometimes if you've had a real good scrap and where you've had to really wrestle with someone, you sometimes get the sick feeling in your stomach afterwards where your adrenaline spiked. You can't hear your radio, your ears switch off. Sometimes a weird little tummy ache I've got once or twice. That was carnage. He was absolutely vile, really aggressive. But it's always a difficult one because you can either keep your distance or you can get hands-on and get close. But of course, when you're up close, you've got a lot more chance of getting hurt. So yeah, I was in fear that he was going to headbutt me. Yeah, in that moment, I thought I was going to get a big nut to the nose. All right, Meg, jump out.
doing this job. There'll be days when you're going to be run ragged, and then there'll be other days when you're not.
You can have nights like this where it can be quiet, but yeah, there's just a generally accepted rule that you don't say the Q word. A bit of superstition, really.
I don't believe in that nonsense. I'll happily stay quiet every day, all day. Have you got your license on you, brother? Do you know why you've been stopped today at all? Yeah. You need to sort your headlights out, okay?
My journey as a sergeant has literally just begun. It's a new chapter for me, it's a new beginning.
Next time you will probably end up getting a ticket, yeah?
I've personally went for it because there were certain jobs I was going to, different sergeants were coming to it as well, and I'll be thinking, I could do that. I think I would have done a lot more better than that, without being too arrogant, do you know what I mean?
Make sure his license is valid and he's not wanted.
Yeah. As a sergeant for the team, I could take someone out, show the ropes, teach them how it's done, essentially build them up to be a great police officer.
So we're just looking for high-performance type of vehicles, or your small vehicles that are quite nippy, and any cars that are parked not appropriately.
When you've got a young shift, they'll think sometimes, oh, the control room's not sending me to any jobs, therefore I'm just gonna chill. No, go out there, develop your policing skill, because when you generate your own work, you take much more greater pride in it, because you're like, yeah, I went out there and I got him.
Do you want to run this car through?
Yep, it's Mercedes, isn't it?
Yeah. Is he trying to do a U-turn to come back out?
I think so, yeah.
That car just didn't feel right the way it turned. You know, the body language of that vehicle. This guy is up to no good.
Turn your engine off. Turn your engine off for me.
Hello?
Hi, is this your car, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah? You live here?
No.
Where do you live?
Hamilton.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
I know Hamilton very well. I'm just trying to figure out why you've come all the way to a residential area.
Sarge, he's got gloves on.
OK, right. I will hold your car key. At this moment in time, you're detained for a stop and search, OK? Step out. Don't put your hands in your pockets, yeah? Have you got anything sharp on you?
No.
No? OK. Hands out. Why are you breathing very heavily?
Sorry?
You seem very nervous.
No.
No? OK. Just face the car. What language you speak?
Polish.
Polish. OK.
Most people are nervous, let's be honest. My mum is the most nervous person. She's in a cop car, she gets nervous for no reason. But it's being able to differentiate the person who's just naturally nervous because there's a cop car behind them to the other person who's nervous because they got something to hide. We're having a lot of burglaries around here. You're not from this area, and I'm not happy with the rationale as to why you're here.
What are these gloves for? What are these gloves for?
Nothing.
OK.
What are you two lads in the early hours in the morning doing, yeah? Passengers wearing gloves in a car, and I call it burglar's glove, really, because he ain't doing no gardening or DIY.
Sarge,
yeah.
Got potential going equipped as well. Looks like it's kitted up, ready for burglary.
What we got? OK.
Gloves there.
Yeah.
This bag, a torch on either side as well. Little bat that was in there as well. Got a knife as well. Locking blade, about 4.5 inches maybe.
Okay. Yours?
Yeah, my.
At this moment in time, you're under arrest on possession of a bladed article. Sit on the floor for me.
You can use that knife?
He's not allowed to have it in a public place. It's illegal.
There's something off here, but not enough for us to actually arrest him for going equipped. But in there was a lock knife for which he was arrested.
She goes for the sandwich.
Do you use it for sandwich? We'll sort it at the station.
Man, no criminal, no.
Yeah.
No banditos.
When you find a knife, you feel happy, of course, because we all know the impact that knife crime has. When I put the handcuffs on you, I don't feel sorry for you because you've got a knife, and ignorance is no excuse. As a result of that stop check, we've got one less knife on the street now.
That was a good little job, well done, mate. And all just from, seeing a car and just going with your gut instinct, really.
Spidey senses were tingling, weren't they?
All right, we're on. He's on. Wait. I mean, I don't know about you, Tolly, but there's a lot of pressure on young officers. They can give you so much to do and you just have to do it. And
I don't know, you've got to look after yourself in this job and, yeah, look after your own health and get that downtime where you just forget about work. Because there's no point in getting to 55, is there, and then conking out because you're too ill, because you've ruined yourself.
Sound advice. I've been with the force 6 months. You do that kind of thing where you put it on Facebook, you know, oh, I've got this new job, I'm a cop now. To begin with, obviously everyone's like, really, what, the police? It's weird, like, coming out as a cop, because it's like, you don't want people to perceive you as different. You feel like they're not going to tell you as much anymore, but it doesn't actually affect anything. It's just, you still are who you are, aren't you, really?
November Whiskey 41. Could you have a look at incident 552 for us?
Yeah, we can assist with that. We'll make our way. A male's called us saying that he's been talking to a female through a dating website. She's sold him some images. She's then told him she's under 18 and she wants money off him, or she's going to call the police onto him.
See what he's got to say.
See what he's got to say about it, I guess.
My kind of style of policing is to be quite empathetic towards others. It's to talk to people. I think a lot of my colleagues from my station would know I'm definitely a talker.
I find it easier to talk someone down than wrestle them down, if you know what I mean.
Really is.
What's actually happened?
Okay, so I was on a dating site and I was talking to an individual. She said that she was selling content, which is a common thing on dating apps.
Yeah.
The images she sent to me are a bit revealing as a schoolgirl.
Let's have a look, pal.
Let's have a little look. Do you want to have us?
Yeah, no problem. She's said to me that the images were of her as an underage. She threatened to blackmail me, and she said that she's done this to many other blokes. And she said that guys have sent her thousands of pounds.
Yeah, that's what they do. They got your grip then, haven't they? Yeah.
Exactly.
She's clearly young, but she's not a child.
Yeah.
What made you pay 10 quid for photos?
I've come out of a 4-year relationship. I'd be really, I've not took it too well. I have been quite depressed and I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. I'm just kind of...
You're not behaving like your normal self then?
Not really.
I felt quite sorry for him. I can see how it can happen. If you're feeling that low in a place like that, you can, when you're capable of anything in that situation, it's not their fault. It's just they've been manipulated to do that.
With your mental health stuff, it can spiral and get on top of you very, very quickly. You can't just bury your head. You medicated for anything?
No, I don't really believe in my stepdad. He was on a lot of antidepressants and stuff like that, and he was an alcoholic, and he wasn't particularly the best person to be around.
Obviously, from that's why you've kind of a bit of dip in your depression, things like that, because of...
Kind of.
Yeah.
He was quite physical when he had a drink. I've actually got a scar on my eyelid. I used to wear glasses, and he punched me in the face when I came back from school late once. It was physical and mental abuse for a long time. I never really got over it.
Everyone has low days, obviously. I've had a few. My dad was arrested when I was young. The police get down the door, actually. So they arrested him, and I was taken into care.
The police took me into care when I was 7. I didn't know all the ins and outs. At that point, I just saw them as taking me away from my family. So in a sense, they're kind of the villains in that story. But when I was 14, I kind of saw actually what I was going through was, you know, quite bad, and that the police had actually saved me from that situation.
From my experience, I know that talking about things like that does help.
Yeah.
Even if it's like us or anyone, can't bury your hand in the sand and just kind of want it to go away. It won't. It's best to get some help.
Because I've been through something similar, I kind of know what it feels like. So I think it's quite useful to have that experience, although terrible experience to go through. It's helped me now, you know, in terms of being able to communicate with someone who's been through something similar.
In relation to what we've got here, I'm happy on there that she's not a child.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
They're just trying to blackmail you for money. So we'll send you a link, and then from that you can send us the images so we actually have them on record. If it does come up again, or she comes back to you saying, oh, we want all this kind of money and stuff, we have it on our record then, don't we? But yeah, don't worry about today, it'll be fine. It was nice meeting you, mate. Look after yourself, yeah?
Yeah,
no worries.
When you finish your shift, you still think about that person sometimes. You still worry about them in terms of, I hope they're okay. I will sometimes call my foster mum because she kind of knows me better than anyone. She's dealt with all this with me from when I was younger, and just say, I need some advice on just dealing with this, and it does help to unload it.
Life's a learning curve. You learn by your mistakes, don't you? And he won't do that again now.
Me being younger, I'm a bit not desensitised to it as much as you have yet.
I haven't got a heart, mate. That's what it is.
You haven't got a heart, is that what it is?
Heart's gone.
Yeah.
Maybe you're more caring, Jason. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's the sound of the police. That's
This isn't the worst that I've got, but I don't think you want to hear it, if I'm honest.
Thinking, what on earth?
What are these kids in police cars? Or they probably report on 999, I think kids have stolen a police car, and I'm on Jolly.
1993, thank you. You're in a call silence.
Wait, that's nice. Just leave no space for me.
Yeah. Brute force.
My childhood was very, very good. Very protected by my family. Wrapped in cotton wool, I would say. I felt that in my stomach.
What, that?
Yeah. It was never remotely going to prepare me for what I've experienced on the job.
Echo 4 Echo.
Yes, so far.
The email that was at the address, she had a few issues with two males who were asking for £60 a piece.
Yes, thank you. Talk to 813, I'm asking if you could just shout on those, please.
Hello. Have you called us? Are we allowed to come in? Yeah. So what's happened then?
Today, they come demanding money off me. If I don't give it in, I will get my windows put in. I just said, get out, get out. You know what, as soon as I get paid, they're on me like vultures, and if I don't give them money, I get threatened. Yeah. I've had my gates kicked in, I've had my door kicked in.
Yeah.
I've been bullied, harassed, but no one's listening.
It's unacceptable for someone to do this to you. With my policing style, I think it is very much having that conversation with people and be able to have that understanding with them. Yeah. Putting people first. We're not in a rush or anything. This person needs us to listen to them.
I'm 6 years of age.
Yeah.
I'm battling cancer. I shouldn't have to put up with this. They put one window through. Yeah. I've had threats now of all my windows coming through.
Did you report that to the police?
Yes. Yeah. The community police officer.
Oh, neighbourhood police officers, they came in.
He says, I'm going to look into it.
Okay, I'm going to just find out really quickly what the plan is and let you know. Is that okay? There's an officer, I think, that's actually designated. Whoever came earlier knows exactly what she's told us now, so there's nothing we can do there. Before I was a police officer, I'd say I was quite an emotional person, but I think now, a year in, as much as you want to just be very, very empathetic to this person because, you know, they're going through a lot and they seem very distressed, there is that kind of line where you have to draw where it's not a personal kind of conversation, it's between a police officer and an individual. Are you getting help from anyone? Are you in touch with anyone from other services or anything? Would you be open to that?
I've got to deal with it myself.
But the thing is, there are agencies that can help you in terms of what you're doing.
I know that you police officers are lovely. You've always treated me with respect.
Sometimes it's difficult to kind of police people that are much older because I'm like, I can't relate to you. I'm 22. I have none of that going on in my own life. But I think because they see you in uniform, they do take your advice on board. If any of them come again, just get on the line straight away. Because we'll be here, and the thing is, we'll be able to do something about it if they're still here. And you feel like...
And I appreciate that,
Yeah.
darling.
Okay.
I really do.
Cool.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, you can do. Bless you. Obviously, if you need anything, just give us a call, okay? This was super weird for me because no one's ever said that to me on a job before, and no one's ever said, oh yeah, I want to give you a hug. Yeah. It's quite nice because it was just the fact that someone appreciated us being there for them.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later.
Take care.
Take care of yourself.
And at that point, you know, she seemed really calm, you know, no more tears or anything. It's a good feeling because it makes you walk away and you're like, you know what, I did something good. And I got a hug out of it. Can we eat now? I need to go get food. I'm hungry.
Where are we getting food?
Tea white none for Sergeant Gale. Go for the elf mug. Cup of tea, Gaffer.
Thank you very much. So, how do you feel about having to move to a different department now?
I'm a bit gutted, to be honest with you. I love everyone here. I love the team. I can't think of anything that would be better than doing response.
After 2 years on response, unfortunately, I'm being moved to a different department, to a different station. Where there's an operational need, force have the power to place us somewhere else. It's a CID shirt and tie detective role as opposed to response, blue lights, excitement sort of role. And I am gutted.
Well, for what it's worth from our side, it would be a shame to lose you off the team. You've been constantly enthusiastic, you've been keen, even at most stupid hour of the morning with most long-winded job, you've carried on plucking away with it, which I can't ask for any more than that.
It is going to be a big growth opportunity for me. I think I'm just loving response so much that I can't see myself doing anything else.
No, and it is a shame to move from something when you're happy with it, but you'll gain different skills from it, and it will help you make you a more rounded police officer. Keep up with how you've been towards it here, and you'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Sarge.
When's your last day? Is it this week?
Well, yeah. Sad. You've been missed. What do you reckon you're going to do without me?
Cry, mate, probably.
Yeah. You're going to be lost, aren't you?
It will be different.
Yeah. Glory boy duo.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking because I'm going to lose all my colleagues and it is tearing apart the family. It genuinely feels like a breakup.
I will miss our nighttime economy shifts, though.
I'll still be out having fun on Saturday night. You're going to be sat behind a desk.
My ideal dream role was to be a response officer. I can't be as happy as I was when I was doing that role, and it just seems like I've lost my job, basically.
Are you alright?
What's the cake one for? Was this the tyres?
Yeah.
Okay.
One for each tyre.
Oh, one thing.
A cake fine is where if someone does something wrong, then they bring in some cakes. In my instance, it was clipping the curb and deflating the tyres. We'll leave it at that. oh, God.
So we're the G shift, the best of the best. My role as a sergeant is to ensure that they enjoy the work that they do, they're happy, work as one team, work as one family, innit?
Right, I'm gonna go do some work. See you later.
Cool.
Oh, have fun.
See you later.
The sort of sergeant I am, I'll always get stuck in. So if it means nicking someone, I'll nick someone. I'll never ask my team to do something that I will never do, and your team will naturally respect you for that.
Control 2 Alpha 43.
Go ahead.
You're going to the Grade 1 in Harborough.
Yeah, I'll take a look now.
Male was arrested for causing serious injuries to his partner. He was released less than 12 hours ago, and we got a call saying he's back at the address with her.
Hello, hi, it's the police. Can you let me in, please?
I go in, the door's open.
Anyone home? It's the police. Yo, anyone in? Police officer with a taser, show yourself.
He just pushed the window out and jumped out of it.
The window's wide open, so I had a look down and there he is, just landed on the floor.
Sergeant Ahmed, he's just chucked himself out the window. Another crew nearby.
Roger, we're 5 minutes out.
I quickly ran out, but he's disappeared.
Roger.
She's a victim of high-risk domestic abuse, so he knows he's not meant to be here. And it's the reason why he jumped out of the window and legged it. He's hiding somewhere here. He can't have gone far. Sergeant Ahmed. Are there any drone mobiles available at all today?
There's a large field behind the address. I was hoping if they could just fly the drone and see if he's hiding in the fields.
He's fallen approximately 5 meters, and he couldn't have gone too far. So essentially getting the team all down there so we can conduct a search of the whole area in order to try and locate him.
So at the back window over there, he jumped out. He was on the floor, like he hurt his leg. I'm thinking there's a fair bet he's probably run round the back.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah. Where do you want us, Sarge?
So I'm just thinking if one of you guys could go around all to the back of the field with the panda, another one to come round here. We've got the drone coming and a dog coming, and they're coming purely for that field because of how big it is.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll see you guys in a minute. See you.
If you've got a good relationship with your team and your team respect you, then I think that goes a long way. If you're singing off the same sheet and there's cohesion within your team as well, your team will be willing to give you 110%.
November Alpha 4-1. Male's under arrest. Located around the back of the block flat.
Sergeant Ahmed, did I get him?
Yes, around the back of the block flat, Sarge.
He says he requires medical attention. He's hurt his back and his legs.
What's wrong with your back?
My back's sore.
Let's call him an ambulance.
Please can I go back in my house? I'm freezing. Please can I go back into my house?
No, we're not going to allow you to do that.
Why is that? Why can't I go back in my house?
Being arrested, okay.
What have I been arrested for?
Witness intimidation.
Well, we've got a full blanket for you here, which is going to keep you warm, all right? Come on then, mate. There we go, nice and warm.
Hello, hi, ambulance, please. It's Sergeant Adam Ahmed calling from Leicestershire Police.
Is there any serious bleeding?
Negative.
Is he completely alert?
Yep.
No. Oh, my back killing.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got a back injury?
Yeah.
Please can we go back to my house?
Is he having any difficulty breathing?
Yeah.
He's saying, yeah, he's got breathing problems, but he's got enough to shout at us.
Can I lie down?
Do you want my jacket? I'll put it under your head.
Thank you.
That's as much as I can do for a minute. Myself and Matt were doing an area search. We found the male hiding in some bushes. I actually arrested this chap probably about a year and a half ago, my first ever arrest. So, being reunited.
What I'll do is, I'll head back to Wixton. I'll ask them to come here to relieve you guys, and then he will be dealt with in the morning.
He'll basically be transported to hospital, and then once discharged, he'll come back into our care, and we'll deal with the offences.
This situation was 100% a team effort. They all came down, which resulted in one male getting nicked and ultimately safeguarding the victim of domestic violence. Had it just been me, I probably would have not found him, if I'm being quite honest with you. So, go home with a smile, innit? So, can't complain, can you?
No crime being called.
That's not the... Listen to me. Move.
He's armed with a weapon. Mr. Police, show yourself.
Police officer with taser.
Drop the knife. Drop it. You're under arrest.
How do you feel about officially becoming a mentor?
You should not drive a vehicle without shoes.
He said that he's going to end his life.
And then he slashed his hand.